I believe, huh? Amen. Amen. How many of us believe? Amen. I believe. Amen. You got to keep telling that to yourself sometimes. I believe. I believe. Amen. Oh, wise and eternal Father, we come to you this morning and say thank you, dear God. Dear God, thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy, dear God. Dear God, thank you that you woke us up yet one more time this morning. We invite you into this service today and ask that you have your way. We ask that you touch hearts, minds, and souls today, dear. We came in one way, but we're looking to leave another. Let us hear from you. I ask that I decrease and you increase. Have your way. In Jesus' name. Amen. 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 If you have your Bibles, amen, turn to Mathew chapter 6, verses 16 through 18. Amen. Mathew chapter 6, verses 16 through 18. When you have it, if you're able to, please stand in reverence to God. Amen. If not, God knows your heart, and He's still going to bless you. Amen. Amen. Do it while you can, because you never know. One day you might not be able to. Amen. When you're not able to, God still blesses you. Amen. Scripture reads, when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show men that they are fasting. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face. Put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to men that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. Amen. Amen. We try to go through the process of learning more about fasting and getting more into it. I'm learning more and more about the fasting. Amen. And this text in particular brought back some old memories, because you learn to see the gift of fasting. Amen. And it made me think that as a young man, when we were growing up, you heard times that me and my best friend would sit in the summer, spend times at his house, but his mom would be in the kitchen cooking, and I could just remember those favorite things, that when she would fix the chicken noodle soup, but also she would fix the chicken salad. And many times, we had a whole lot of other things on our mind, but it was just something about me, Sister Tina, that even though my buddies had a whole lot of things on their mind, basketball, girls, and all of that, I wanted to learn how to cook that food and eat that food. So I would watch her cook it, and lo and behold, and we would sit down, and it was time to either eat the chicken noodle soup or the chicken salad, and I would say, Emo, how did you cook this? And she would go on and on and on and tell me. And I guess she got tired of me asking her, Emo, we both called each other Emo, and she said, Emo, I ain't gonna keep telling you how I cook this stuff. Next time you come here, I'm gonna have it written down to the T. She in particular, she wrote those recipes down to the T. Good God Almighty, watch this. She took her time to write these recipes down on the computer, and then when I came, she had the food, but she said, here, you take these recipes home, and if you do these recipes the exact way that I put it here, it's going to taste the same. And I could go home, and I used to get excited going to the grocery store, because y'all know that I ain't cheap, but I love to save something. And I realized that when she taught me how if you just cook a chicken breast, that you can turn that chicken breast into 3 meals. Cook God, oh my God. And so when I cook the chicken breast, now I got turkey that I can eat, amen, and chicken to eat. But then she said, the stuff that you eat was left over. She said you can cut it up and cut that chicken and turkey chicken off, and you can make chicken salad of that. But she said, make sure you don't take all the meat off the bone. Just leave a little bit. And she said, Emo, I want you to put that bone with that meat in a pot and just boil it. Good God Almighty. So she said, I want you to let that soak and let that chicken and all of that stuff fall off, and then you can take the bones out. And then she said, now you start putting the soup mix in that cook. I'm thinking I'm feeling it, And then she said, when you do that, you can get that chicken noodle soup. And so now I'm at the stove and the kids are in the living room, and I don't want them to come because I got a masterpiece working in the kitchen. So on the one thing, I got the chicken noodle soup cooking, and I got that sitting there, Dirk, and then the next thing I know, I got the turkey, the chicken breast on the cutting board, and I'm cutting it up, I'm putting the cucumber, and I say, oh, this chicken salad is going to taste so good. And so now I got 3 meals to eat all week, but I realized now, Emo, as I studied this, you took your time to give me that recipe so that if I took my time and followed it by the T, that I'm going to have something good. I hear you, Brother Tucker, that you said, come and taste and see. Good God Almighty, that the Lord is good. And I come to tell you that sometimes that if we get into this word, God then gave us some recipes for life. Good God Almighty. If you can just get out of your way and start to put these recipes together that God then gave you, you can't come and see that the Lord is good. I said, what do you say? It said, if a man findeth a wife, good God Almighty, he findeth a good thing. And see, now, as it stuck with me, Sister Ray, my biggest prayer is that I'm raising a son and I'm raising a daughter. And see, I want them to find a good thing, that when they get this, so I got to say, God, I need them to be able to look for some stuff and some stuff that they need to know. They need to be able to find a man of God and a woman of God that she can marry. Because, see, sometimes I can go to some places and I can ask them some questions about marriage. And see, everybody not going to say marriage is good. Some people going to say marriage is okay. Some people going to say marriage is not a good thing, but if they come and ask their daddy, marriage is a good thing, because see, I followed the recipe and I can say that I've tasted and I've seen that marriage is good, and I want them to find that thing so that when they can grow up, if they stick with the plan, good God Almighty, that it's a right way to get married. It's a right reason to get married. And first of all, that when you should get married, you got to make sure that it's love there. Good God Almighty. And see, now if it's love there, you got to realize that if I'm going to make this commitment with this person that I'm going to be married to, I got to realize that it ain't about me. I got to realize that this person that I want to marry, I want to put her in front of me. I want to put him in front of me so that when I'm thinking about myself, I got to know there's somebody in front of God Almighty, so that when I'm married, it's not a struggle. It's not a competition. I got a teammate. I got a partner. I got a helpmate. I got someone to go through life with this thing all on my own. Good God Almighty. And I need us to understand that God said marriage is a good thing if we stick with the recipe. I hear you, Brother Tuster. Come and see. Taste that the Lord is good. He also said in Psalm 34, Brother Tucker, he said, those who seek and fear the Lord will lack no good thing. And I say that he said it, not I said it, but the Lord said it. If you fear, if you take this thing serious, you will lack no good thing. And he said, it's the recipes is in here. Amen. You see, I heard a song, Tasha Cobbs this morning. She said he came immediately. And that's not my testimony, but I can't say that he came. Good God Almighty, God. I stayed in the process, and I come to say that 10 years, we've been married 14, but 10 years since 2007, we didn't went through hell, but guess what? She didn't leave. We suffered for a while, and I say, since 2017, good God Almighty, I can see, tell them about the dream, Martin Luther King, tell them I had a dream that we was going to get to the other side, and we stayed put, and I said, see, it was 14, but 10 of them was suffering. Now I can say the rest of it, I got the merge is a good thing. Good God Almighty, I wouldn't trade it in, because see, I had a ride or die that rolled with me the whole way. Amen. She didn't beat me up when things didn't get tight. She didn't beat me up with things. She said, what we gonna do? Good God Almighty. He said, when a man findeth a wife, he find a good thing. And I just need us to see today that sometimes in this part that many times that we can get here and I don't know if my biggest burden that I carry as the pastor is because, see, I know that this thing works. I know that the Lord is good. I've tasted it and I've seen, Diamond, that he works all things out for the good. For those, good God Almighty, that love him. And I just need you to sit here and stay under his word so that you can see it. But many times we see so many hypocrites. We see so many religious people playing church, and so many times the Sister Nora, because see, I growing up, it was so many people, I don't even know it, but what's them diets they would call it? They had so many diets that every time you looked up, somebody was on another diet and another diet and another diet. And you said that hey, you on another diet, and then you see all of these people putting their bodies and all of this stuff through the diets and diesel, you see no results. Good God Almighty. But I need you to understand that most men, we're not going to keep looking and hearing all of that stuff. We're looking for results. Good God Almighty. And so if you want a man to come to God, if you want a man to come to church, I know that he can produce results, but you got to get a man to look at another man that's serious, because we see so much other stuff out here, and they can say, man, he say one thing, but he looking another way. But I come to say that now I have a diet. Now I have versus a fast at the beginning of the year. We don't know the difference, but there's a difference between a diet and a fast. And so we believe in a fast, and I say if we do this fast the right way, you are guaranteed results. That there's going to be some results. I hear you, Emo. If you stick with the recipe, you want to have some results. So if you want to take notes today, we need to realize that when you fast, put that on your paper, that when you fast, that when you fast, because see, we pick up in this story that I want us to see that many times that Jesus started from Matthew chapter 5 to verse 7, and they called it the Sermon on the Mount, but he was teaching his disciples. Hear me now, that he saw the crowds and he stepped aside to a mountain, and his disciples came to him. But I want us to understand that the crowds, there were some people following Jesus, and there's some people that follow Jesus coming to church every Sunday, but today I want to talk to the disciples. And see, the difference of the ones that come and just follow, and the difference of the ones that are the disciples want to learn. And see, now that the learners, the students of Jesus, he took aside and he said, it's some crowds that's following, and see, the crowds can get caught up with the religious folk and start seeing with the religious folk and put your eyes on them and see that they get no results. And so, but today we want to say he's talking to the disciples, and the disciples, he wants to give them and teach them something. He said, because see, he knew something about the disciples. He couldn't force this teaching on them. He couldn't, but if you decide to be a disciple, that means you hungry. Ain't nobody gonna come to your table and say they're hungry and not gonna eat your food, Q, because now we gonna have a problem. I done cooked all this food, and now you done came to this table and you mean you're not gonna eat this food. And so since you gave an inclination, you done gave some type of way that you hungry. And God said, if you hungry, I'm gonna feed you. And so now he's saying now that you're a disciple, he's sitting at you at the table, and he said, so since I know you're hungry, you're gonna be looking for some ways, cook God, to get to the next level, because I got some health issues, I got some marriage issues, I got some children issues. I've been walking with the Lord, and stuff ain't been going my way yet, and I need to know how can I get to the next level. And somewhere when I found it says fasting, and so now he says fasting, this is what I want to do. And he says, so if you got there, if you want to get there, he says that when you fast, he said, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show men they are fasting. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. So, Robin, what's our first point, Robin? When you fast, don't be a hypocrite. But I understand, Robin, you're not going to understand what a hypocrite is. And he said, when you fast, don't be an actor. Good God Almighty. And so Robin says, we know what actors is. He says that when you fast, don't try to say that you're doing one thing, but you actually something else. And he's saying that don't you be an actor. He said that when you fast, I can't let you be like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. I need you to be a disciple, and I need you to do it the right way. I don't need you to be no hypocrite. And what you mean by hypocrite? He says, do not look somber as the hypocrites do. And see, Emo, if you don't understand, Emo, when I got the recipe and I was driving on my way home and going to the grocery store, I told you because I tasted the food and I seen the recipe work. So even though it was a lot of stuff I had to do to get these meals, get these meals together, guess what? I was still excited because God Almighty, because I tasted it. And so now that if I realize that when I fast and I pray, I realize this is a good thing. But these hypocrites, they were walking around somber. And this somber means that they were fasting and they were sad. Good God Almighty. They were sad, they were mad, they were unfriendly, they were miserable, they were depressed. How in the world can you fast and be mad? Good God Almighty. How can you fast and you be mad? How can you fast and you be unfriendly? How can you fast if you be miserable? How can you fast if you be depressed? How can you fast if it be a burden on you? Evidently, you must don't know the fasting means. Because see, when I fast, I mean I'm abstaining. I'm keeping myself away from certain foods and certain drinks. Why? For a certain amount of time so that I can spend some time with my Father. So if I know the right reason that I'm fasting, good God Almighty, if I know the right reason, if I know that fasting is for me to get in a quiet place, to get with my Father, how can... Because see, when I get in my quiet place, Tim, there's praise. Good God Almighty, there's worship. And I'm thinking about all of the good things that He's done for me. I scream, hallelujah. How in the world can I be mad? How in the world can I be sad? How in the world can I be depressed? They hypocrites. Don't you be no actor when you fast. He says, Robin, don't you be no actor. Don't you be no this hypocrite. He said, not only are they somber, he says, for they disfigure their faces to show men they are fasting. And Robin, this is the one that blows my mind, Robin, is these hypocrites say they disfigure their faces. So they get up and they mess their head up for no reason. They get up. They've been fake crying all night, but they get up and now they got tears running down their face and they don't even wipe the tears off. And in this time of Jesus' time, it was supposed to be a time of private, doing that. But they come out to the marketplaces. So now they come out to the marketplace because they know the streets are going to be full. So now they come out to the marketplace. This is the thing that blew my mind. They come out to the marketplace with dried up tears on their face. They hair all messed up. They stuff that. Then they say their clothes is unkept. Unclean, because when you fast, they say sometimes you don't change your clothes, you this, but they come out in public like that. And then the Sadducees and the Pharisees, because they wanted everybody to know that they were fasting and how religious they were, they made their own faces white. You already looking dusty and rusty, so but they gonna say they're gonna put some more white stuff on their face so that they can draw attention. And they did that so that other men so that they could show other men that they fasted. So it says that they disfigured themselves. They make themselves unkept so that they can reveal it to man. Watch this, Dirk. So it says, to show men that they are fasting. He says, I tell you the truth. They have received their reward in full. Now we got a problem. Now you done did all of this fake fasting, but you done did some stuff to yourself. So now you go outside, but think of what you've been going through. So now I've been going through all of this stuff and I'm going to go do a fast. Why in the world would I do a fast if you can help me in my situation? I should have just went to you first. Good God, I see you, Joe. If man or anybody could have healed my sickness or took this depression off of me, it would have did it then. Yeah. So now you mean I'm going to go through all this stuff to come out for you to say, man, I see you fasting, boy, you looking good. That can't do me no justice. Amen. But God said, since you fasted and you went out there so that you can show them, you got your reward in full. But your reward, he's saying, is the pay that you deserve for doing something. So I see you, Sister Nikki. Sweet as you are, loving as you are, can anybody pay you for what you do? They can't give you that. But when we all realize that what you go, this is what's been blowing my mind, right? I don't know why people are not nice. Consider. But I love this scripture here. Because, see, I had to catch myself. Because I always think of my mom. So I don't want to see no seasoned lady. I can't say the other word. But wherever I'm at, I'm going to hold the door for you. And I'm just not going to let the door slam. If a man comes, I'm just going to keep holding. But I don't understand. But I had to thank God that I studied and he raped me. Amen. But when a man come through the door and just look at me and walk through like I was posing, I'm like, stop putting me. But now I realize God says, don't you worry about it. Your Father in secret show you all the door. I had to check myself before I wreck myself. So now I realize, I don't care. I'm going to keep holding them doors and I'm going to keep holding them doors because see, he said, as long as I see it, you got a reward coming. You got a reward, because hey, Tina, if I ain't studied this one, eventually, Derek, it was going to pop. You know. But I had to realize that don't worry about he ain't recognized and he ain't say thank you. Amen. God said, I saw that. I checked it off. I checked it off. But he said they got their reward in full. And see, no matter how much good I did for them and other people, they couldn't pay me for my goodness. I don't know about how much your goodness cost, but for my goodness. Can no man pay me enough for my goodness? And you got to realize how much your goodness is worth. And so, you got to realize who I want to pay. Government getting a what, a 1-2% raise or half a percent? They're going to give it to you, but then they're going to take it back from you, right? So they're going to play with you. So I'd rather get God's payment plan. And so when he decided to pay you, it's on a good pay scale. See, the man got some strings attached to his pay. But I'd rather stay on God's pay scale. Because see, his don't work. What he say? You can't beat him and get it. He said try. See, the numbers don't add up. Don't none of that stuff add up with God. And see, what you got to realize is stop trying to figure it out. Just walk. He just said, man, look, stop asking so many questions. Just walk with me, man. Just walk with me. You just say, man, I ain't got to figure it out. All I need to do is walk with you. And is this good? You know what? I can't even explain it to you, but I tell you, just walk with me. It's personal. Just walk with me. All I can do is tell you, just walk with me. But he says they got their reward in full. Verse 17 says, but when you fast, put on oil on your head and wash your face. So Robin, we realize that when you fast, don't be an actor. Don't be a hypocrite. But verse 17 says, but when you fast, put on oil on your head and wash your face. He says, do look normal. He says that when you fast, I need you to look normal. He says, but when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face. Just because you fast, every day you get up and go to work, you wash your face. You put oil on your body. You lotion up. These jokers was getting up, not putting no grease in their head. They said they wasn't moisturized because, you know, it wasn't like us. They loved their hair back then. They had beards, they had hair, they getting up, this dandruff everywhere, they not moisturizing that. They just saying, I need y'all to pay attention to me because I'm fat. He said, I need you to get up and put some oil on your face. Because, you know us, I need you to at least oil your hands. And see, I need you to oil your hands. And he said, I need you to put some oil on your face. He said, I need you to do all that. And see, what blew my mind, right? Because see, this a different, where color is that? Is Daryl here? See, it's a different stroke for different folks, right? And see, coming up, we used to think it was cute because it was a lifestyle that we did in this, right? And we called it grinding. So in the summertime, we know that it was grinding time for the women so we can get a new car. So grinding means we wasn't changing our clothes. When you saw us, it was 10 boots and the same thing. And they knew, oh, Slim grinding, he trying to get a new car. They knew that you was grinding. But God is saying, don't you let nobody know that you're grinding. Don't nobody need to know what's between me and you, but we wanted people to know we grind because they were like, he look, man, he ain't got no money, but they were like, that's the one with the money. And God is saying now it got to be different. God's saying, get up, oil your face. Put some grease on your face. And see, this is is the part, right? This is what blew my mind that when we talked about verse 16. So you know sometimes the kids go to basketball practice and they forget to put lotion on. So now they're there in their shorts and they say, Mommy, I'm white. I don't have no lotion. So now she got a little thing of hand lotion and she trying to get them to grease their whole body. And I'm like, let them be ashy. They were playing the game. But so now they saying that the people in verse 16 was getting up, making themselves more ashy, good God Almighty, so that they can go out so people can say, man, you was fasting. But he's saying when you get up, lotion yourself so that won't nobody see your ash. Because you know sometimes we're just me and cuz. And I'm pretty sure Daryl with us. We don't go up and we're not putting no lotion on our hands. It's just, we want to get our hands dirty. We wanted you to know that we works with our hands. But now since we married and we got some love in our life, put some lotion on your hands. And now that we realize that's God's sent that they was telling us, put some lotion on ourselves. Amen. But he says, look normal. So when we fast, he wants us to look normal. And verse 18 says, so that it will not be obvious to men that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. When you fast, don't be a hypocrite, robbing, don't be an actor. Do look normal. Verse 18 says, do keep it private. This why I love this thing, Dirk, because the longer we play with this and work with this fasting thing and Bible study on Sunday, it was some fast that when we went through the Bible, it was some fast called national fast. National fast, and we're going to look at that to say that was a public fast. It was some fast that Jehoshaphat called and the whole of Judah did a fast. That was a national fast, but that was a public fast. And then we have some other fasts, like here is a private fast. In the private fast, but what we need to know whether it's a public fast or the Daniel fast that your church is doing, or it's a private fast, it got to stay private. Either or. That means you don't run around boasting about you fasting. It got to stay private. And so when it stays private, the reason that it stays private, it says so that it will not be obvious to men. So now that I realize, Sister Tina, when we sit there, it's saying that God don't want it to be revealed to men that you fast. It's not for them. He said, keep it private so it won't be revealed to them that you are fasting, but only to your Father. So now that I realize that God's omnipresence, he knows all things, that I'm fasting, man don't need to know, that God knows I'm fasting, that's the only one that needs to know that I'm fasting. And it says, who is unseen. This one is saying that I'm fasting so that my Father can see it, because he's in secret that they can't see. But since I'm a disciple, Sister Joelle, the reason that I'm fasting, even though you can't see it and others can't see it, I can see it. Even though they can't see why we fasting, you know why you fasting, because you can see your Father. Amen. They can't see your Father because he's in secret. But you can see your Father. And the reason that you can see your Father is because you are a believer. And so now that I'm a disciple, the reason that I need for my Father to see me and me see him is because I want to get closer to him. Watch this thing, how it unfolds. And he says, but only to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret. So now that I didn't let anybody see this, anybody see what I was doing in secret, he can see it. So what were you doing in secret? So now we realize that fasting and praying go together. Because you've been praying, and God knows you've been praying. But it ain't got you where you need to be. And sometimes reality is that prayer that you've been praying, he answered. But you just can't receive it. You can't see it. So what this is saying is keep praying. Keep praying, but now he needs you to fast. Why? Because, Sister Tina, I need to fast so that I can get closer to my Father. You praying. I'm praying for my health. I'm praying to be delivered. I'm praying. But see, I got a buddy, right? My man, Tuck, I love because he talk slick talk. But I love that because he old school, right? So he talks slick stuff, But he go to another meeting, and so I hang around and he talk. But so if he meet another fella that's in another meeting, if I'm with him, he'll hit him with, man, what's up? How you doing? He'll say, I'm doing good. This is the dude that he walked up to that he know go to the other meeting. And he say, I'm doing good. He say, I understand you saying that man doing good, but how's the other man doing good? No. And see, many of us come to church every Sunday.